Simus here, and welcome back to Recettear. So now, while I'm setting up a little bit, dear, get back here. Here. I have, hold on, 3 weapons, 3 accessories, 3 foodstuffs. One sec, I have some news, but I need to do this first. So there's 3 weapons, 3 accessories, and 3 foodstuffs. Actually, yeah. Get the charms. I just don't want to forget and get something that we don't need. Okay. Okay, so after I did the last video, I went to the wiki to kind of check up on things, and as it turns out, we actually can't unlock any more. But there are 2 more dungeons. We can't access either of them until we have the friend. Until we have the friend cards, like the true cards of every character. Well, almost every character. And the thing with that is, I do not want, I forgot that was Caillou's thing. And the only way to get a true card is to literally play the game again. Because the way you get the true card is like, you saw when we got Louis, right? That was because we use him the most. So to get every true name card, you basically have to play the game all the way through again through the story mode and use one specific adventure. And if you use them more than any other character at the end of the playthrough, after you pay off the debt and the credits roll, you get their character. So I'm definitely not going to be doing that on stream because it would be redundant and pretty boring, I'd imagine, for you guys, since it would be literally exactly what most of the playlist already was. So what we're gonna do, I believe, what I've decided is, as soon as we finish what we're doing here, which is basically, my goal right now is just to befriend Griff. Since we kind of have to, just because I want to show on screen. And the only other character I think we have to befriend is Nagi. But, her appearance is kind of random as well. That's some of these characters, their encounters are random. But I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and finish I guess you could call it a quest, Griff on our team, and then once I've done that, we don't actually have anything else that we can do in this playthrough, except befriend Nagi, which if we manage to do that, that's fine. Otherwise, because I think we got all the encounters we needed. I'm pretty sure that we did. What we'll do is, I do have a second file. Well, actually I have like 10 files of this game. But one of those files, actually I do have everyone's friend card, like their true card. except what I can do is I can load into that file, and if I haven't already, to the end of the game, like the story mode, go into endless mode, and we can pick up from there, and then we can get into the other two dungeons and all the fusion stuff, which we haven't done basically. So we're pretty much done with this particular file, just because I don't want to show all of that on screen. But I do want to continue showing. I don't have any armor. What I do want to show is the other dungeons, because they are even harder than the Obsidian Tower. And I just think it would be good to do. So fortunately I do have that other file. That was when I was just playing before I started recording, when I first got this game. Something metal. I don't think anything I have is metal. So that's the game plan for right now. So I honestly don't really care about any of this stuff right now. So basically I'm just trying to cut all the boring metal stuff out, because you seriously don't want to see me run through story mode 8 more times, well, 7 more times, just to get to the point where we need to be to unlock the rest of the stuff. I will say, what I might do is I'll show one, or at least I'll show you the tricks that I came up. Well, I'm sure they're probably common knowledge by now, but there is kind of a strategy for actually running through the game when you start a new file. No, we need that counter. Let's get this. I don't even care. We're just gonna do that, and that's really expensive, but we need it. Literally all I'm gonna do right now is just put up stuff that I know will attract our fine demonic friend here. I'm pretty sure daggers are also a part of that. Oh, did I have any orders today? 3 scarves. Alright, let's get the scarves. But I will show basically the easier way. Really, the price of daggers, because I just bought daggers. Thanks, game. But yeah, there is a way to do it to make it a lot easier for restarting. Because you don't start from scratch when you do New Game Plus. There is a New Game Plus mode. So we're gonna do this, and alright. There we go. And of course the one item I didn't notice had gone down in price. Typical. Louis, why didn't you buy that on sale? So basically, this is how you summon Griff, is you just make the shop really dark. Hey, he's keeping his promise. I have no idea what his budget is. Alright, so we do have to get him in here a couple times before... Do I actually have something metal? I do, but the price of metal things is down right now, so... Oh, I'm selling it to you. I'm surrounded by books right now. I think I can handle it. So yeah, we're just gonna run through this really quickly so we can make Griff our friend for the sake of completion. I'm aware that the store looks incredibly ugly right now. You can change the counters and the carpets as well. Did I actually buy more of the books? No, I did not. But we're still plenty dark. Wait, I need to check my orders. Books. Well, I got plenty of those. I guess I'll just buy some more books. There. That should satisfy. Gotta use order. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making time pass because Griff only shows up in the afternoon or evening, and we want him to show up as often as possible. Of course, it's usually random, and just because they can show up doesn't mean that they will. You're right, you don't have a choice. Alright. Griff, get your butt in here. There we go. Welcome, can I get... Oh, Griff, hi! May I have a moment of your time? What's this about? You're being so formal. Wait, this is it, isn't it? The moment I've been dreading. You're gonna ask for Tear's hand in marriage, aren't you? Misunderstanding as profound as hers leads to religions. Bad ones. Well, you're not getting still around. What is this? Enough foolishness. Here. This is... Why are you so shocked? This is what humans do when they seek to work with one another, yes? It's what the woman in that pub suggested, at least. It is, but when did you join the Adventurers Guild? Being called adventurer seems to make living in this city quite easy. Is it strange for me to be one? No, not at all. You certainly do seem to have done your research. I am surprised. Why wouldn't I? I've already had one lecture about my future. I have no desire to get another one from her. Oh, her lecture kinda stung, didn't it? She does that. She does? What do you mean? Oh, we're nothing. So, do you want the card or not? Oh, of course I do! Damn straight we want that card. Thank you, Griff. I don't need your thanks. So, back to the first topic. When are you going to propose to Tear? I really could write books about her reality. Hi, Griff. So let's, sure. So that was literally all we needed to do, and we have accomplished that. So what I am gonna do, since we are essentially done with this file, is I will show you piece of armor. Essentially, I'm going to show you how to restart in New Game Plus very easily. We're gonna go ahead and go here. Oh yeah, so now you can actually buy Griff's weapons. He uses claws. I wish it would actually show up in game because I would love to see him wearing that. So what you can do is, this is the easy way to do it. Is you just go around and you buy items. All the items. Because the things that carry over to New Game Plus is essentially you don't get any of your money, you start out with nothing. But you keep all of the items that you had in your previous playthrough. So if you are a little bit sneaky and you just buy a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of melons, and actually what you can do is if you buy some of these, this is how you get Charme into your shop very quickly, is she likes that book. And what else do we want to get? We'll get that. And we'll get that. And what else can we buy with 1,000 pigs? A watermelon. So this is essentially all that you do is you go that. And then you save. I'm going to use a new file. And then exit game. Yes. So New Game Plus. And you choose a file. And you want to choose, it only lets you do the ones that you cleared. So this is the one that we just did. Yes. So you load this one up. And skip. And ta-da! So we just restarted the game on day 2. 10,000 pigs payment due. It doesn't seem like much anymore, does it? So now you literally have more items on you than you actually need to pay the debt off. It makes it extremely easy to just power run through the game. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and exit because we don't really need to do any of that, like I said, because I already have a file where I have, actually, since we're already here, I'm gonna go ahead and load it, and I need to see exactly where we are. Okay. I think this is the one that I needed. So let's go ahead. Okay, so I'm not all the way through this, but let's go ahead and see whose cards we have. Let's see cards. Louis, Charmaine, Caillou, TL, On, Nagi, and Griff. So that is literally all of the cards that we need to complete this, basically. Alright, so we're in really good shape. So what I'm going to do is run through the rest of this playthrough off camera, and then I'll come back and we will start working on unlocking the last 2 dungeons of the playthrough and also the final character whose true card you cannot actually get any other way. You have to have everybody else's card first. So this has been actually relatively short as far as videos go, but I did want to with I think causing my problem is because sometimes I lean on the wire for my headphones, and apparently that's what's causing the stuttering issues. But it's one of those ones that does work wirelessly, but it does tend to run out of battery very quickly. So hopefully I'll remember to pay a little bit more attention to that, and we should stop having that audio issue. Anyways, I did want to at least just get through recruiting Griff in the other file, because that was essentially the last thing that we could do. Nagi saw basically how you recruit her. You run into her in the dungeon enough times and she eventually does find the shop, and then it's just like anybody else, you know, she buys some stuff from you and then she gives you her card eventually. So I probably won't show that part on camera, just because you don't really have to do anything special to get her. It's literally just RNG, and as you've noticed, my RNG is terrible, so it'll probably take a while. So that's probably gonna do it for this video. In the next video, we are going to be working on this file that I'm currently in. Like I said, I will run through to the end of this playthrough, and we will start working on unlocking those other dungeons and progressing even further, because that's actually as far as I've gotten. I've never made it to the other dungeons, because this is the first file where I had all of the cards. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.